boys and girls? Welcome to Gruvgear and to Wish Week, and this will be the last one in this week. And I asked everybody to go and check out my new channel to kind of say thank you to me, to what I'm doing, and that channel is Gruvgear 6 streams ago. A link up here somewhere. Click on that one, subscribe and be a member. We need you guys to grow this family, so thank you so much. I asked everybody, I hope everybody did as well. I really appreciate that. And I asked the same to Katak, I think that is your name. You asked for this one, Chance Peña's Wolves of Worry. What a beautiful song. So here we are. And yeah, let's do this together. Now, we have a capo on fourth, absolute best scenario regarding the chords, but also how to handle the notes and the melody. That is kind of the theme here in the song. And to have that as easy as possible, capo on fourth is pretty much a must. So put that on there and let's do it. So with that song, we have 4 chords only. Sounds more than actually is. 4 simple chords, and you can create a lot. So that is great. So let's go through the chords. We're gonna start with F major 7 first, the shorter version of it. So that is 3rd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. We have A minor next. A minor goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. C, 3rd A, 2nd D, open G, 1st B, and open E. And finally we have the G, 3rd E, 2nd A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Okay, so let's start with the melody first, and then we're gonna learn how to play the strumming later on, but the melody is played in the verse. Okay, so let's start chord by chord, and the verse is based upon the F major 7, the C, and the G. So that's the 3 chords we have melodies for. So F major first, you will notice that we are going to alternate mostly here in this melody between a bass note and a top note. Okay, so that is how it starts with F major 7. So what you need to hold here is 3rd fret D string to start with, only that. Okay, so you're gonna play 3rd D and alternate that with the open high E 5 times. So 1 round is that. So 5 times will be. Okay, then you're gonna continue with, again, the same bass note goes here in this F major 7, but a different high note. So again, 3rd D, and then 3rd high E, then back to 3rd D, then open high E, and 3rd D, and open high E. Okay, so that is how it goes. So basically what you're going to do here is to play 8 rounds in total of this bass versus the high note, and the, let's see, 6th time you play that, you're going to play the 3rd high E. All other 8 times you're going to play the open high E. So that is basically what's going on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so. And all these 8 rounds, 8 times, you're gonna play twice, okay? So the F part goes like this. Again. Okay, now let's go into the C part. And that is based pretty much upon the same pattern here. So now you have the new bass notes on the 3rd fret A string. And you're gonna alternate that in the same way with the open high E 5 times first. So. And then it gets a little bit different because we're gonna play this. The bass note stays there on the 3rd fret A string, but we have different melody there in the high note. So you're gonna play again, 3rd A, then 3rd high E, then 3rd A, then 1st B, and then 3rd A, and open B. So that is the C part ending. So slowly, C. And then finally we have the G, and that is to go up to the 3rd fret E string as the new bass note, and you're going to alternate that with the open B. So that is 1 round now. You're going to start with 5 rounds first, so again, in the same way. And then comes this part that differs a little bit from the other ones when it comes to the ending. You have 1 time you played on that 3rd fret E string in the bass, and then the rest will be just a melody. And it goes like this. So that is open B string, then first B, and I play a hammer-on technique there, so I play the open B, and then I hammer on the fretboard to get that note. So I don't pick that 1st fret B, I just hammer on it. And then you continue with open high E, open G, and finally open B. And that's it. So the G part slowly goes like this. And that's ending of 1 round. So let's go 1 full round, F major, C, and G. I'm going to take down the tempo a little bit for you to understand what's going on. I think you understand it by now, but still, just for you to hear it clearly. So let's go. All that you're gonna play for 2 times, and that will be the first verse. So 2 rounds of this chord progression. Now, into the strumming, pre-chorus starts about 41 seconds in. I'll try to, and so on. Now we need to learn the strumming, and we're gonna do that with the first chord of strumming, that is the F major 7, okay? Now we actually have 3 parts. Yes, you heard it right. 3 parts of strumming here. So I'm going to play 1 full strumming round for you to understand the length of it, and then we're going to divide it into 3 different parts. So it goes like this. Okay, so the first part is the first 2 downs. And it's very nice if you can separate where you play on these 2 downs. So I like to play the first down on the bass string. And for F major, you don't have this variety. It's only 4 strings. It doesn't cover all strings. So it could be hard to separate the bass from the top, but still you can. So bass and high string. Okay, so that is part 1, 2 downs. Then we're gonna reach into the part 2. That is where you actually play part 1 and the first 2 downs. And then part 2 continues with up, down, up, up, down, up. And that's it. So up, down, up, up, down, up. And then we have the ending of part, which is part 3, and that is to play another time on that up, down, up. So a total full round will be down, down, and then up, down, up for 3 times. So down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. A couple of rounds of this strumming pattern goes like this. So now we're ready for the actual pre-chorus part now, and we're gonna go into the F major and play part 1. That means the down, down. Then you switch to A minor and play part 1 again, down, down. And then you go to C and play 1 full round, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. All right. That portion you're gonna play for 2 rounds first. Then we're gonna go into the F major and play part 1. Then A minor, part 1. C, part 1. G, part 1, and then F major, part 1, plus up, down, up, down. that's kind of a different ending. It stands outside the strumming pattern. It's just before the chorus. We have this up, down, and a pause there that leads to the chorus. So that is the pre-chorus. So I'm going to take you through this slowly. So first, F major, A minor, then C, again, then F, A, C, G, and F. Up, down, pause. And that is a pre-chorus. Now, we're going to reach the chorus at, let's see, 58 seconds in, I believe, or so. Around that minute. And now I'm going to speak while I'm playing for you. And, perhaps not. I think I have to take down the tempo a little bit here to explain everything. So we're going to go here chord by chord. It's a pretty long one. You're going to see the pattern soon. So we're going to start with C. That is part 1 and part 2. That means down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? So we're going to work a lot with part 1 plus part 2 here. Okay? So C, that's the case first. That's how it starts. So then F major, part 1. And then C again, the same, part 1 and part 2. And then comes F major, part 1. Then A minor, part 1 and part 2. Then F major, part 1. Then C, part 1 and part 2. Then F major, part 1. Then C, part 1 and part 2. F major, part 1. Then A minor, part 2, part 1. F major, part 1. And now comes a little bit different of style. Part 1 plus up, down, up for C. Then G the same, part 1 and plus up, down, up. And then you're going to finish off with F major, part 1 plus up, down, down. And a pause. And there you have it, guys. So if that was a lot of information to take in, take a note. Play back and just take a note of what I just said, and you will be able to play it. Now I'm gonna give you one full playing around of that chorus. I'm gonna take down the tempo a little bit for you to understand. So let's go. That is one round in the chorus, the only round you're gonna play. Now, let's jump back to the second verse, and it's just repetition. Played in the same way with that melody as in the first verse, and the same goes with that second pre-chorus as well. Just repetition and even the chorus. So after that second chorus, you're gonna turn into this last outro part. You're gonna play F major, C, and G, and that's it. So you're gonna play that for 2 rounds, and then you're gonna play the verse play with that nice melody, and that's it, guys. 1 round of that melody, and that is how it ends. Chance Peña's Wolves of Worry and K-Tak, that was special for you and all you Chance Peña fans, or maybe Goring Guitar fans, or Wish Week, or whatever you are a fan of. It's nice to do this for you guys, and I'm a little bit sad actually because this week is over. We had a lot of songs coming in here, a lot of wishes, maybe a couple, maybe more than just a couple, that didn't make it through, but still you are on the list and you will be set for future to have your spot here and your spot and time to shine on Goring Guitar. Yeah, again, I want to mention my new YouTube channel. I keep on bragging about that one, but I really need your help there. You are the one that decides the future of Goring Guitar 6 strings ago. So thank you for your support there, guys. I'll just see you soon and play tuned.